ready to be here. Where's what's their face? Dollmaker. Are they coming? Am I still here? Oh, it got all quiet. Hero! Let's get it. Let's go. I'm so excited. I have made some very fun characters today. Oh yeah. I can't wait for you to meet him and learn his name. Because actually, you know what's funny, Blues, is it's actually hey, Code's here. No, this isn't he's not for you though. He's not for Lucane either. It is for Reika. Oh, he's wait. What did I pull my phone out for? Someone remind me what I pulled my phone out for. I remember. There. Fucking no, I forgot his name for a minute. I love his last name. I can't forget his last name, but I keep forgetting the first name I gave him. Sorry, I didn't have time to get my tokens ready beforehand, so I'm doing it real fast. The cons. All right, while I'm doing this stuff, what do we remember? Okay. Cool. Maybe after this. They can't make it. Yeah, you fought the staff. You indeed did fight the staff. Oh, you never answered me, by the way, Blues. You are back in the tavern, right, Blues? I didn't see it. Maybe you answered me and I missed it, but yeah, I didn't see it. Okay. I thought so. I just want to make sure. Oh, I got to get rid of some pictures. I need to. I can get rid of fodder. I have to get rid of some pictures. I think I have to leave the game to do it though. Here we go. We're good. I found it. Nah. I gotta get rid of some stuff. I multi-select? Oh yeah. Cool. Bear with me, everybody. Nah, I'll be fine. Don't need to keep this stuff. We're not gonna end up back there. I can get rid of Hugh because no fodder. Yeah, I think that should be enough to get rid of. There. I made room to put 25 more things in. That's what we needed. Eventually, I'm probably gonna have to spend some money on Roll20, but maybe I'll have an audience by then. Well, Code's the only one watching my stream, actually. I'm just giving y'all shit. That's fine. Next is here we go. Okay. They are where they need to be. All right. Oh shit. I don't have my code DM ready. What? You know what? I don't. That's fine. So you can long rest. Why would you not be allowed to long rest? What kind of DM? What kind of DM would I be if I didn't let my players take a long rest? Oh yeah, totally. I mean, it specifically sounds like they want to. Actually, they're asking for it right now. So let me just to clarify, yes or no on the long rest before I get this read-in started. All right, we need a majority on here. I'm not giving a single long rest. That's not how this works. So that's 2 yeses. Hmm. Before Perfect. All right, so I know you guys asleep aren't all the same, but for my purposes, it's going to be. Hold on. Okay. Warm light filters softly through the tavern. As consciousness slowly returns, the exhaustion from the fight settles heavily into your limbs. Porcelain dust still clings faintly to parts of the floor, despite the room appearing mostly clean now. Too clean. The shattered remains of the staff are gone. The deep gouges left by battle still scar portions of the wooden stone, but chairs have been reset, tables straightened, broken glass collected neatly into stacked piles beside the counter, as though the tavern spent the night quietly apologizing for the violence. The fire crackles softly. Somewhere nearby, dishes clink together in slow, measured rhythm, and for a brief moment, everything almost feels normal. Go ahead. I wasn't trying to cut you off. We started at the same time. Several patrons sit scattered throughout the bar this morning. Quiet conversation, low laughter, the smell of tea and warm bread drifting through the air. No one appears particularly alarmed by last night, which somehow makes it a little bit worse. Near the far side of the room, a tall figure in immaculate cream-colored attire calmly polishes a porcelain cup beneath the warm amber lighting. The concierge. He was not there when you fell asleep. His posture remains perfectly composed, jade-tinted porcelain smooth and untouched beneath the soft light. His facial features seem subtly different this morning. Wait, how can that be? They didn't know him. I read too much. I was waiting for you to say something about the concierge, honestly. um, closer by. Slouched backwards in a chair beside Reika, with one leg hanging over the armrest, sits a pale gray rabbit folk with long floppy ears lined in silver piercings. Um, I had a voice for him in mind, but it's not saved in the right place. My daughter said that he looks like Judy Hopps, and now I can't unsee it. Mm-hmm. Let's try this.
I think this might have been it. What does this sound like? Annoying as fuck. Oh, that sounds awful in my ear. Whenever I start talking, like when I can hear it, I start talking different. That's why I had to ask you all and trust you. Wait.
What about this? Okay, cool. This works. This is the vibe I was going for anyway. All right, added to D&D characters. Oh, I could fix that. There you go. So,
all right, his voice is ready. I was coughing. I was coughing. Calm yourself. Where's Hanami? He glances sideways toward Reika the moment movement stirs from the party. A grin immediately spreads across his face. Cocky, easy, far too familiar.
well, there he is. You know, for a base hearing paladin, you snore like somebody's exhausted from losing a shadow duel.
He 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 squints slightly at you and then he goes,
Hey, actually, did I win that one or was it you? I can't remember.
he scraps absent-mindedly behind one of his ears.
Anyway, you owe me breakfast.
He's like, he's slouched over the chair, like he's like sideways in the chair with one leg spread over the back. This is the way it's described. Where they try and just kick the shit out of one of the legs. Yeah. Are you gonna try and kick it, or are you using your hammer? Because that matters. Okay. Roll strength. Oh, okay. That works. Helpful. That timing though. Okay. It's just a little wooden chair. So yeah, you go to kick the leg of the chair out. The leg, like as you go to do it, the leg breaks and the chair begins to fall. And then let me make a roll real fast. Oh shit, where's his sheet at? Got a lot of scrolling to do. Hold on. Okay, up here. Where the fuck is the guy's stats? Damn, I've done so much today. It's so much better now that I'm paying for it. There we go. Okay, there we go. I found the picture, so that means his stats are right above it. I made him a real character, so you guys can't bitch at me for how I play him. All right. I need to roll a d20. What did I get? Oh, that's not bad. So, you kick the chair and he begins to fall, but he like pushes off the ground with one hand and lands like perfectly on his feet.
Someone's a lead grumpy in the morning.
every beastkin I put in front of you, you want to cook. Reika, roll insight. Yeah. You you feel like these like rose-colored eyes just digging daggers into your back from the concierge. If you look at him, you don't see any emotion except for in his glare. Like he's still just absent-mindedly polishing his glass, but his eyes are on you. Who? The rabbit? The rabbit. So this is actually a good way to just real quick for anybody to get a proper good look because it's in the Discord, but for stream's sake. So he's he is a monk. I'm not gonna tell you what kind because I'm having fun with that. But he so he's like very basic attire, doesn't have a lot of possessions. The only thing of value you really see immediately on him is like he's got a bunch of piercings. I mean, he's got like a coin purse like anybody else, but not he's got he doesn't even have any kind of weapon that you see. I don't remember what it was. Really? That's a weird place for him to be. Okay. Fair. I mean, you are actively talking to him / you kick the chair, so we can say that those two things coincide depending on the roll. Yeah, you get advantage, but let's see what you get. You're a thief, so. All right, so you managed to swipe the coin purse. You can look what's in it later, because you do it right now. He's gonna see you. Blues, with your perception to carry over, as you walk over to that room, you see a familiar doorway right here. Well, so it's not the door that brought you here, but you recognize it as like the entrance to the Echo Forge. Who? You asked sorry? he just looks up at you, like shrugs his shoulders a little bit, and just like,
Sorry?
he jumps up onto your palm, and you realize that he is a bit denser than you expected him to be. Yeah, it feels like you have like a 30-pound weight on your shoulder. Just chilling. Yeah. He's a dense little boy. So you're going to the Echo Forge. Oh no, I hope that's not one of the maps I just deleted. Oh shit. Wait. I can fix that. Never mind. It'll be fine. We'll do it that way. Never mind what I said. This isn't it. Is this? Where is it? Oh shit. Oh, there it is. I found it. Why don't you might need to zoom around because the map is here. Hold on. Hold on. Having difficulties. All right, we're just gonna pretend because I didn't have time to make the map how I wanted. Oh, that's also a pain. But hold on. I don't think he did. He could be here emotionally. Nah, I'll find him. He's right here. He's somewhere. There's Maureen. Where the fuck is sorry? bro, I don't know what to tell you. That's weird because usually when that happens to me, it's because I have to like scroll from somewhere. Where the fuck is sorry? I'll just go to the other map and copy him. You want me to try and move the ribbon and put it back? See if that helps. All right. Okay, Blues. Oh no. No bueno. Blues, you come up to the door to the Echo Forge and you notice that one of the doors is like, it's like one of the hinges is slightly like off, like it's hanging on by a screw. And you go inside and the fire is out. There is dust on everything. You see what appears to be a pile of bones that is you would guess the Echo Smith because he or the Forge Master because he his hammer is sitting beside the pile. On the forge itself or the guy or okay. You don't don't they use the same stat? Oh. Oh, the old I rolled the wrong stat bit. Nah, it's fine. I'm just saying. Oh shit, I don't have any music going. That's why it feels so quiet in my fucking existence. All right. So what are you looking for? All right, so you look for a possible cause of death and you can't really determine much. There's no visible signs of wound on the bones except for like the occasional gnawings of scavengers picking at them. You pick the hammer up and you expect it to be this like great wonderful thing, but there's no magic in it, and the gems that were in the front of it have gone and fallen out to dust. Like it's just a hammer. That's actually crazy. Oh man. Yeah. So just to see, let's put a roll to this to see if it'll succeed or not. I want to say Arcana, but I feel like that's too easy. Ah, well then yeah, roll Arcana. It's a 20. If it was a 20, I would have hated you. Hey Johnny, you're here. All right, hold on. Players. Okay. So I'm going to say that you have to put in a significant amount of effort to get any kind of production out of this forge because it's dead, right? The moment a tainted core touches the dead hammer, the Echo Forge does not react like it normally does. It hesitates. Not because it can't forge the weapon, because it's deciding whether it should. The old forge fire gutters black-red for a moment. The anvils hum out of rhythm. Every reflective surface in the room shows the wielder holding a different weapon for half a second at a time. Axe, spear, chain, sword, claw. As if the tower itself cannot settle on what this thing truly wants to become. Then the hammer caves inward. Not melts, not breaks. It folds around the ember-burned core like a dying star collapsing. The result is not a crafted weapon. It is a survival reflex given shape. The weapon is Cinder Maw, a starving weapon born from the fear of extinction. It says, visually, it resembles a brutal blackened forge hammer, but its shape never fully stays stable. The head constantly sheds ember fragments that evaporate before touching the ground. Veins of molten orange pulse beneath cracked obsidian and metal like a heartbeat. The core of the hammer contains the visible silhouette of the ember-born soul trapped inside, curled tight like someone freezing in winter. The handle is wrapped in soot-black iron strands resembling burned muscle fibers. When swung, the sound is not metal. It sounds like a forge bellows gasping for air. And then there's a whole bunch of stats. Hold on. I'm not going to read all the stats off. We'll read the first one for fun. Core ability, Hunger of the First Flame. Whenever the wielder strikes a creature experiencing strong emotion, the weapon brands them with an ember mark. Marked targets slowly burn inward emotionally. Courage becomes recklessness, anger becomes frenzy, fear becomes paralysis, and blah, blah, blah. The hammer grows hotter and heavier the more it feeds, so eventually you might not be strong enough to use it. Just saying. Hold on. I'm not going to skip this. Hanami says this is the terrifying part. Echo consumption. If used against an emotional construct, memory being, or echo forged entity, the weapon does not merely damage them, it erases portions of them permanently. Not death, absence. The forge recognizes this as an abomination. Varus would likely react with genuine horror. No, Varus. That you're thinking of Vask. The curse. Oh, there's a curse. The weapon wants to be wielded during emotional extremes, which you're the perfect person for that. That's completely accidental. I even put in that you're the one who made this. That's crazy. The calmer the wielder becomes, the heavier and colder the weapon feels. But during panic, fury, desperation, humiliation, or hatred, it becomes light, comfortable, responsive, and addictive. So whenever you're... Huh? No. Okay. Like, this hammer's your oh shit button? Because it says base... Oh. Ooh. So it becomes light, comfortable. Anytime you feel panic, fury, desperation, humiliation, or hatred, or anything like that, it becomes light, comfortable, responsive, and addictive. Over time, the wielder may begin subconsciously escalating conflicts just to feel the weapon wake up. Oh, I guess. We get an AC increase for it. The image will be ready shortly, but until then, yeah, you have that. What was it called again? It's called the Cinder Maw. All right. Blues, I'm gonna send the abilities that it has to you. As for attack stats, I don't have that bit yet, but we can make that. Oh shit, I can't send it all to you. Discord's a bitch. I don't have Discord Nitro. Yeah. Oh, it gave me a lot more than I needed to anyway. I'm gonna take out the part about the curse, and you're gonna have to remember that. And if you don't, that's gonna be fun for me. That's exactly how this is gonna go. Can I get just a weapon? Bro, this weapon is fucked. Oh, wait till you see this. I was at the bank today and this old lady came over, so I pushed her over. What? You pushing old ladies at the bank? No. I didn't get it. Now that you say it, that makes sense. Dude, I've done. Man, I lost it, but I had something similar to that I heard earlier today that I thought was like, you know what? All right, I gotta give you that one, but I can't remember what it was. It was fucking hilarious too. Go in. You can have what's left. So I will say, because it has those kinds of abilities, don't expect it to be super strong as an actual weapon. Hey, we got a weapon. I just have to save it. Cinder. Ah. Well, no, it's a forge hammer, so it's a one-handed hammer. Yeah, it's totally it's a forge hammer. No, yeah, or it's a forge hammer. It's like a light hammer, yeah. I thought warhammers were two-handed. Here we go. I'm also gonna. Nah. Go ahead and put that in Droslin photography. Oh yeah, that's fodder. No, like that's actually fodder. No, not a piece. That's fodder. You have taken fodder's soul and put it into this weapon. Speaking of, fodder's still a member of this Discord, right? No. It's Izzy's eating my leftovers. Dude, no, you had dinner. You can have fruit. No. Get a fruit or a cheese stick or some chips or something.
What chips?
Now? I need. It's no, it's fine. He is. I got this. Me and Hanami are on the same page. Okay, Johnny. Yeah, I'm trying to help, homie. If he's angry, he would. It would make him even more of an instigator, though. There you go, Blues. Okay. I gotta grab my daughter. I'm going back to Mr. Man. You all just need to remember, the better your stuff, the better the stuff I can throw at you is. What did you get from the Echo Forge, Reika? Well, hey, Reika. I don't know. I was gonna say, do more shit, I guess. I don't know what you want from me. I do really like I actually I low-key feel like I'm giving out too much shit sometimes, but like that's half the fun. Like you guys, and plus you guys keep doing shit that needs me to give you shit. All right, we're going back to the tavern. Reika. What? Elena, I need you to go upstairs for that. Go. I can't have your phone and everything in the background while I'm doing D&D. Oh, you're getting chased. My bad. Take those with you. I don't care. Yeah, I just started season 1 of that. Love him. Such, you know what? That I didn't even think about it until now. That's probably why I made a rabbit, but I specifically wanted my rabbit to have floppy ears because I feel like every time there's a bunny folk, their ears stand straight up, and it's just And you're not thinking she's right. He's a fine ass bunny. Like I made a fine bunny. Like Um. Um. Okay. But Reika, anyway, speaking of your furry friend, I can't see what I.
There. That anytime you're willing to lose a fight again, you just be sure to challenge me to one. What are you talking about? It was not. I know all of you guys. Reagan, me and you fought like 2 days ago. Lucane, me and you have been trying to figure out a way out of this tavern for a month now. And
As soon as the word for a month now leaves his mouth, he just collapses forward, and you see like a dart sticking out of the side of his neck. This is fantastic. um Fun fact, say he was facing you, Reika, it would be on his left side. So it would have came from your right. Oh, you can't see it again? Bro, you need to close Roll20 complete. Someone stream it to Discord for him. I was gonna say, am I not? It's not like we don't believe you. Bruh, dude, that's wild. So my pen. What are you on anyway? What are you running on? No, like what browser? Hold on a second. Yes. Hello. What? What? Okay. Feel like he probably should have checked that to begin with. Okay. I love you. Remember, drive really fast with your eyes closed. Okay, she's eating chips right now. Okay. Love you. Elena! Sorry, I need to mute myself so I'm not yelling in here. When you're done with your chips, put rubber bands back in. Oh, the rabbit? You never got the chance to ask. Yeah, you don't know his name either. You're looking over at him and you see that he's still like he never stopped. Like it's almost like what you notice is very similar to what Maureen does. He's just sitting, but instead of the same glass constantly, it just seems like he never runs out of new ones. Like he's putting a glass away and grabbing another one and wiping it. Like there's always more. The rabbit has a pulse. As soon as you go down to check it, you hear snoring start. Actually, Lucane, what were you doing when Reika was interacting with the rabbit? So you were watching that. So you would have seen the dart definitely came from like, oh, not like directly here, but in this direction. Ah. um Fair. Lucane, you pull the dart out of the rabbit's neck and put it in like the glass tube, and you notice that like it's just this very tiny, like it's like a thumbtack with just a little bit of a vial on the end for poison. Hello, you're back. And then you're gonna so you notice that he has a very distinct space where a coin purse would normally be, but it's already gone. And other than like a very rusty, unattended dagger, that like it looks like he's used to gut many fish and just never cleaned. Oh yeah, he's crazy. and he's a monk. No, that was I wasn't. There was no other. Oh no! Take all his piercings. Fucked up. What? This man's name yet? B. All right, Reika, you see the bunny drop. You go down to check for the pulse, and as you look up towards the concierge, you see Lucane cutting some of the rabbit's fur with this rusty ass knife and putting the fur into a glass bottle. And then taking each earring out of his ear. And like his ear is gonna look like Swiss cheese.
Well, now, we did have any of that. And you see,
The concierge just comes up over to you all, and you see like one of his fingers just opens up and a dart shoots at Reika. Reika, make a dexterity save. That's unfortunate. So he fires the one dart at you, much like what happened with the rabbit, and you managed to like get your hand up just in time to bounce it away. Lucane, you turn and go for the one that's on the floor to put into a glass bottle, and I need you to make a dexterity save with disadvantage. I mean, it is Lucane. So, Lucane, you feel a dart pierce your neck, like, and it's like, huh, like, it's a funny coincidence. Like, as you pick the one up off the ground, you're thinking, like, I wonder what that feels like, and then you just get hit by one, and then nope. And you go unconscious. One moment. Yeah, that's fair.
I can smell you.
One second. I'm not done with Lucane's bit, but I do really like that. Lucane's vision swims as the dart takes hold. The tavern light softens, sounds dulls, the edges of the room blur like wet paint bleeding across parchment. Then a memory surfaces. This is not hers, or maybe not entirely. Warm laughter echoes somewhere nearby. Not the careful quiet of the tavern now. Something louder, older, and messier. Lucane sits at a crooked table beside the rabbit, whose name is Barchi Ruinil. I love this name. I'm gonna type it in the chat. Only he looks different somehow, less tired. The rabbit's ears are tied loosely behind his head with strips of dark cloth. Several sober piercings, although less than you just took off of him. Catching warm forge light from somewhere deeper in the room, cards scatter across the table between them. Barchi points accusingly with a grin stretched ear to ear.
You cheated.
Lucane hears herself laugh. You lost.
No, there's a difference. Losing means I had a chance. This was a setup.
Somewhere nearby, someone shouts triumphantly over a drinking game. The room feels alive, real. Barchi glances sideways towards the noise before speaking again, more quietly.
You ever get a feeling this place wants us to start asking questions?
Oh shit. Hey, Lucane. I'm not gonna answer for you because like I don't know what Lucane would say right now. But it says but the answer isn't needed. It says Lucane remembers answering immediately. Too quickly, because apparently this conversation has happened before. And he just goes,
Hey, you said that before too.
Barchi pauses. His grin falters a little bit. And he just
Says, yeah, I think I've said a lot of things before.
and then you wake up. All right, Reika. Well, I mean, maybe you have an inner monologue. Reika could have a laugh to, or not Reika, Lucane could have a laugh to Lucane. You know what I mean? Like, you can't hear shit in your head. What's that movie? Apparently, that's more uncommon than I thought. So my wife can't hear things in her head either, but like you can't hear sounds in your head. Well, so then Lucane could. So like when Lucane is like feeling like or finds something funny, what do they do? Because it's not like it's not that they don't laugh, it's just that's not how they express it. But it was yeah, and it would still but it would have something that you would recognize as your laugh. Like it would have a tone or a meaning or, you know. Yes. Uh it yeah, it's yeah, that part was confusing. In fairness, but Lucane, you but we're gonna do Reika's thing real quick, but you and Barchi are going to wake up around the same time. And like when you do, you're going to feel a familiarity towards him. Like remember like how you could see connections with members of the party? There will be one there, maybe not as strong as to the rest of the party, but there's a connection between you and Barchi. So just have that to think about when I'm done with Reika. All right, Reika, what did you say to Guy? Sorry.
When you're in the tavern, of course, the one that you've always been here, I think, well, you've been here a while. People come, and as long as they don't make too much of a fuss, they stay. Well, of course it is. That's a good one, Reika. You always quick with the jokes. Would you like some tea?
Oh yeah, for sure. You've never seen this man before. No. Wait, like none of the party even? Oh yeah, that's even better then. Fuck yeah, I'm glad I did that. Mm-hmm.
Akma, what commerce you told me your name? You have to tell me your name upon arriving at the tavern. It's a stipulation of existing here.
Rake, roll perception real fast, and I got you. Yes. It's gonna be good. All right, Rake. It's actually good enough. You didn't need a high perception for this because you definitely would notice. You look around and you notice that some of the patrons in the bar are being served drinks. Now that the concierge is occupied and talking to you, you notice that there are waitresses again. The staff has returned. Each of them looks more broken than last time they were here. But none of them have like their mouths aren't open. There's no like there's just they're cleaning and serving and they're doing staff stuff. Yeah. And you hear urgency in Reika's voice, Lucane, as you wake up and you look over and you see someone that you've grown to trust recently, Barchi Ruinil. And you actually, because I believe Lucane was the one specifically that like saw the threads, right? Didn't you all? I don't remember. Remember, I stole it from Vox Machina. I'm pretty sure it was Lucane, but we haven't. It hasn't come up for a while. But I wanted a way to and I figured use a way we already have to represent that you have a connection to this man now. You didn't before you were unconscious. You do now. Yeah. Oh shit. Gotta remind me of these things before now, but I got you. Where's Liu Kang? Liu Kang. I haven't sent Liu Kang a message in a while. There you go. Got you. Yeah, I'm good. All right. Barchi also like
He looks up to Reika as he's getting up and brushing himself off and goes, yeah, I'm fine too. Thanks for asking, Reika. Hey, whoa. No, we Reika, buddy. Oh, come on, this again? But we've been through this. We did this months back. Well, yeah, it may seem like that, but that's because this one gets in your head. And he points
at the concierge. The concierge just goes,
I have absolutely no idea what you mean.
right, and you're just shooting shots of sunshine out your fingers.
and the concierge like scoffs and then walks off and goes and talks to one of the staff and like kind of like head nods over to like your general area, the whole group. And before he goes back to polishing glasses. The third one is funny. As soon as you do that, you see Garuk walk up and he walks up and for a moment he stops looking at his hands and is just mesmerized by this bunny. And you see the faintest hint of a smile on his face. Blues, this is the moment that you're gonna walk up with Fodder's corpse hammer. I mean, you can. I don't know what you're gonna find in there. Okay. That would have been funny though. That's all right. We can cut back to you in the forge and you can still come back to be in time for that moment. You just talked about dual wielding it. Reika would. What are you looking for? Or what are you doing in the forge? Well, you were able to give it enough life with the help of the Ember Core. But it's not, it's back to being dormant now. You see clues for what? So you see there's weapons, there's like half finished weapons scattered about and things that have decayed and rusted. You have no idea how long things have been this way and how long the forges lie dormant, but there is a considerable amount of filth on everything. There's like cracked, leaking vials of obscure corrosive fluids and just weapons strewn everywhere. There's like no traces of any like food or anything like that. Just as far as you can tell, he just stopped one day. Blues. Actually, it's funny that you say something. Roll Arcana. Never mind. It was going to be really cool. That's all right. Somebody else might come in here. Sorry, actually, while you're looking around, you see Sorry goes up to like the bones of the Forge Master. Just like sits in front of him.
And like goes, sorry, 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 sorry.
And then he just like kind of gets up. He like, it looks like he like wipes a little static tear, but there was nothing there. And then he just like turns towards Blues and like walks towards the door that they came in. I was gonna say, you realize how long we've been playing this game and you guys haven't given each other your names is wild. I'd say Fodder definitely introduced himself at some point. To most of you. Reika, I think it's just a Reika thing. Are you doing anything else in the Forge currently, Blues? Say you as Blues, there's nothing in here that jumps out at you as like, ooh. Sorry, like comes up beside you and like tugs at your leg and like looks for you to put your hand back down. He like you see his eyes dart from your hand to the ground back to your hand. I promise no matter what you do, he will not travel with you. But yeah. Yeah, no, I love it. I'm just saying, like, you were not taking him outside of the tavern, I promise. So you guys come back out of Reika, you are you push past the rabbit and say to Lucane, where is the other one? And then you go to, or where is the third one, I think is what you said. And you like look around for it without even waiting for an answer for your question, and you see him and Sorry emerge from a door over here that wasn't there before. Blues, as Reika's doing this, you just see you just see Dinner's head pop out from like through a staff into Reika. You just hear a single bark. You could look to ask Sari if Sari see, and Sari is just on the ground dying. I don't know what a creature made of static's laughter sounds like, but even as unpleasant as that sound has to be, you find enjoyment in it because it's Sari. So, like, your ear starts bleeding, but you're just like, "Aw." No, Sari is definitely like he's dying. Like Sari totally sees Dinner. Sari sees so much though. My wife is home. Yeah, roll to hit. Unarmed strike. I know. I was like, my wife is home. Yeah. It's good. It was actually good, but it would have been better with actual burger. Not crazy about ground turkey burger. I don't mind it when it's mixed with real burger, but on its own, it's not great. um Reika, you feel a tap on your shoulder, and that's what else, if you turn or what. Direct, like it's like a very what's the word, like a very much like excuse me sir, like customer servicey, like, hey bro, like this is like, come on now. They're gonna come up like very pointed, like just doot on your shoulder. It is. I believe this is the voice I used for that.
But just to this was it, right? Was this them? Yeah, I thought so. Please refrain from fighting inside of the establishment.
And you see, like, as soon as she says that, her mouth like curls into a twisted smile. And like it looks worse because you notice that there's a huge part of her face where her eyes like would be missing.
All the same, we ask that you disregard any violent activities while inside the establishment. Here, have a tea.
She like her head like stutters for a second before she like picks up the saucer and the cup and like walks it over to the concierge before dropping it. It's shattering, and she screams and then runs headfirst into a wall and disappears. Couple moments later, moments later, you see a staff with the same damage walk past you, not even look your direction, and is just holding tea, walking to another patron. Reika, if you're like, because you noticed this, I want you to roll insight again. And I know I'm using that a lot, and it's going to happen a lot in this area. I'm sorry, but it's relevant to what's happening. Actually, you can do perception also, like to like do insight, but do perception to like supplement it. That way, if one sucks and one's good, you get an okay result. You know what I mean? Yes. No, because he was in the process of explaining it to you. Oh, you did see her shriek, but like you didn't see her face enough to mark the damage. Reika, that's fine. I need to know what the end number. No, never mind. That's a different role I'm thinking of. Never mind. You're good. So Reika, you notice that the staff are like, you see the spatial anomalies, and you notice that like they seem random, but like the patrons are the only ones that they seem random to. The staff always seem to end up where they're supposed to when they're trying to. Like, you see them go through one door to strategically come out on the other side of the tavern to deliver a drink on time. You also notice that each of the dolls have these like silver bracelets on their wrists that weren't there last time you seen them. I mean, probably, yeah. You could totally like take a quick like step and grab. Are you sure you want to? Do you remember what happened the last time? That's valid. As soon as Reika finishes Get Your Head in the Game Now, he just,
Well, hey, it's about time someone stayed you with some good ideas. What? Speaking of get your head in the game, I think that you need to get your head out of your ass and apologize to me. Oh, at least you see what I have to deal with here. You know what? I don't know why I'd bother with you. You don't ever like me anyway. Doesn't matter how many times I come bring it around. It's never right.
making no sense. Blues, you sit down and start like drawing like what you think is like you're mapping out their routes on like a napkin, right? And then you notice Barchi comes up and goes,
Hey, I want to let Mr. Green over there see what you're doing. Hold on, I'm sorry. Hold on.
"Fuck you, James." Sorry, Jay came in the chat saying it's not okay that I was late. It's funny because when we play Siege, I do this thing like "What up, team? What up, enemies?" like at the start of every game. But some games I forget until like round 2, and he always says that it's not okay that I was late. Anyway, back to the story.
Anyway, I'd watch it. Mr. Shiny Suit over there, like, if you get too close to figuring it out, they'll just take the memories.
Okay.
Nothing. Gas is $5.
Where like Garuk was? Ah, why are you going back there? For the concierge? So you're setting a tripwire to your back room. Something that's meant to ensnare them or just to let you know that someone was there? Okay. Okay. I can work with that. Okay. Blues, you're walking through the tavern and you notice that like it's not as large as the tavern you know. Like this tavern is just that. It's a tavern. The only other rooms that you see besides like the main body of this place is like your little alcove and the entrance to the Echo Forge. You don't even see the entrance to the Mirror Gate. Like it has like saloon doors, unlike a typical door, but they lead like if you try, like you see people go through them and then they just come out somewhere else inside the tavern. By the way, feel free to like if you want to talk to some patrons or something, go ahead and I'll add somebody. I have people like set in the background to bring in for stuff like that. I just didn't have time to populate the map properly. You see the concierge like goes over by the fireplace for a little while and just is staring into the fire before he does like a really abrupt about face and like his body turns before his head does and then he goes back to polishing glasses. Is it what? Sorry. Possibly. They are here to serve. Yeah, you can find like couple errant glasses of water that various people have left around. Just like absent-mindedly, like, oh hey, set it down and go and do something else, you know? Nah. You could probably find something big enough to hold them all, but it's not going to be bottomless. Um. Okay. You go and try and put the fire out. Let's say you got roughly a solid gallon. Yeah. What do I do with that? All right, you put the fire out, and the wood like with a puff, it's all, the fire's out. The wood is soaked. There's a big plume of smoke that comes pouring into the tavern, and you just hear a slight sound of like chipping porcelain. And hey, you turn around and every single member of the staff is just staring at you. Like their eyes, they suddenly have, all of them have the same rose-colored eyes as the concierge. And their mouths are just in a twisted grin staring at you. Okay. Um, the concierge walks up to you.
Okay. Listen, we take care of that here. You could have said something to the staff. Don't take such things into your own hands again.
No? Cereal.
Krispies.
Yeah. That's a good point. Lucane, what are you doing? Lucane's the only one not involved in the narrative right now. Yeah, you just gotta start talking. Sure you can. The what? Oh, yeah. Okay. The dart. Yeah. The staff.
Of course. What kind? Hey,
You see, she holds a cup out to you, and then you see like the tea just appears in it, boiling hot, and it's like super dark. And she just hands it to you. So you now have just call it just call it staff tea and put that in. Just call it staff tea. um but Archie's gonna
Look at you and go, you know, all this time I've known you, and I'll never get over how much of a weird one you are. Oh, hold on, McCain. We have that address something. Ah, I'm stuck talking. Is it?
hold on. We have to address something. You robbed this man before you went unconscious, and then you woke up with memories of like a relationship with homie. So how do you feel about the things you stole? What did you do with the things you stole? Okay, like, they're about to notice that their shit's missing. I'm just saying.
Hey, 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 bud. You didn't happen to see who took all of my gear, did you? Yeah, me too. That guy, you gotta watch. He'll get you.
Yeah, I was gonna say that when he was done talking. But it's not with disadvantage, at least. Deception.
Listen.
I don't know what I was expecting. Okay. What was your final roll? Sorry. Okay, I just wanted to make sure you didn't say it and I missed it. That's all. I'm refilling my cat. 16? That's not bad. Uh okay, so he just goes,
Well, I guess maybe just keep an eye out for anybody that might have earrings that look like mine. You know what they look like. I'm sure you've seen them enough.
well, all right, Reiko, what you doing? One second, Liu Kane. If you need a moment, then Liu Kane, do you have anything else? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Yes. On the concierge? Yes. Hold on. A wisdom saving throw. Wait. Hold on. Uh-huh. I know. Oh. Give me a moment. Lucane, you hold on. Yeah, that matters. First, okay. Lucane reaches outward with the spell. The tavern air briefly warms. Magic settles across the concierge like soft. Elena, didn't I tell you that you can't be on your phone and stuff while I'm doing D&D? Why are you eating waffles right now? Well, turn your phone down. It's really distracting. It's awful. It's just like full blast, crackling speaker in the distance. I need to teach those girls Discord. Anyway, magic settles across the concierge like soft pressure against still water. For the first time since entering the room, he pauses completely. Not resisting, not counterspelling, just still. The porcelain figure lowers his eyes slightly as though listening to something very far away. A faint crackling sound comes from somewhere beneath the smooth, jade-tinted ceramic of his throat. Then slowly, he looks back up at Lucane and smiles gently. Not mocking, almost appreciative. Oh, that's not him.
Ah, you are attempting accelerated familiarity.
The charm magic folds strangely around him. Not broken, redirected, like the spell cannot determine where a person fully begins or ends inside him. The warmth of the enchantment catches on something buried deep beneath the layers of protocol and constructed behavior. Something incomplete, something that might once have responded to it. Then the feeling slips away. The concierge inclines his head politely.
I apologize. I am already configured to regard guests favorably.
Like, immediately, like, fucking, like, Mr. Deed style just pulls a tray out full of darts. Yeah. So let's say you get 15 question mark darts. I can't tell you what they are yet. Nobody's figured that out. Yep. One's depleted. Yeah, one's depleted. You have one shell and 16 darts. All right, can we take 5 actually? Because I also and like I'd like to smoke right quick. All right, Tree time, everybody. Johnny, you better be here when I get back. You always disappear when tree time happens. I'm just giving you shit, Johnny. You do what you gotta do, but. Oh, Johnny, you haven't got to check out the new tree time banner. Ba, 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 ba. Gotta take my headphone for the. I like to hear you doing this.
And Kelly. favorite part of this video? AFK for a second. Okay, I'm back. Watching a new game called Dark Towers, and I'm watching the part where you're like dream and you have this dream about a cookie. Try you. You know the new game called Dark Towers? You should watch a girl named Lauren Zista play it. It's a good game.
What did you do without me? Did you cry yourselves to sleep because I was gone so long? We're doing D&D. Reika, what are you doing besides? No. That's what you said last time. I don't have Game Pass PC. What are you in? You coming in here telling me what to do? I'm playing D&D. Shush. Sorry. This Reika is probably feeling like the last sane person on Planet Crazy. Okay. As Reika is in the middle of thinking all this and goes to take his first step, he just feels like an elbow on the top of his head.
Right, I really want to start looking into this on your own. We'd best stick together.
No, that's the bunny. Yeah, no, yeah. That's fair. Just to get him off you, not to actually hurt him. Yeah.
I, fair enough, fair enough. It's a touchy subject, I get it. But anyway, no, you shouldn't go off on your own. The doors around here don't quite work like they supposed to. No, I'm not pestering exactly who I'm supposed to be pestering. The cane's over there. She's got it. Others? That's not very nice. Well, you know what? Fine. But if you get lost and get eaten by some weird porcelain babies they have in a closet somewhere, don't come crying to me.
He just like walks off and goes and sits down by Chovio and like just immediately starts chiming into the like debate that they're having. Can it be one of the mirror flies that you saw? Yeah, I was saying it should be one of the mirror flies, like one of the things you saw on floor 2 or 3. They like have like oh yeah. Can I get yeah. Uh well, let's do do stealth. I was gonna say like to do something to make sure you can hide and see how well you hide, but that's stupid. Yeah, just do stealth. Do with advantage because you're tiny, I guess. Yeah, that would work. All right, hold on. So, just to be perfectly clear, Lucane, you are trying to like when one of the staff like disappears through a door and is gone for a while, you're trying to get to where they are, right? Kind of. Ah, okay. Hey. Okay. One moment. Yeah, I just do the same one. It's fine. But I just let you. I'm sorry. What was the dex for? I'm stupid. No, but what were they rolling dex for? Oh, okay. Got you. I thought the stealth was already rolled. That's why I got confused. Hey, Lucane, I'm sending you an image. Just so you have this for when you use it. You're gonna be excited. I think it turned out so cool. All right. I have to get one more thing ready. You guys keep talking and doing your thing. I just have to get one. I didn't get, like I said, I didn't have time. Usually I have like an hour and a half before we start to do stuff. All right, it's being made. Lucane, you managed to successfully attach yourself to one of the staff. Which one? Okay. Which one? Okay, cool. All right, one moment. Have to get the map ready. It's being made. Now I just have to add a new page. You know? Sorry, it made it like a picture of a map instead of making an actual map. Although this is a diagram of what you're going to see, so I'm gonna save that for later. I can't wait to like. I came up with a fun name for this, and it's cool. I get so excited about the things I make that I want to just talk about them, and I can't because you guys have to find out about them. It's one of the hardest parts about being a DM. One of the other hardest parts about being a DM is knowing that somebody's plotting against you. There. There we go. At least I'm getting better at doing this quickly. That'll work. Lucane, you come in attached to the staff right here, and you see. Let me get the staff. You can bring yourself in. Hold on. I'm missing. You see the staff that you're attached to is walking and begins to walk along the circle, and you see one of the staff attached to the crystals like comes off of it and then like swaps with the one you're attached to. Are you going to stay attached? Are you trying to swap to the other one, or are you just flying around in here? Okay. You land on the wall and you see that all of the ones here seem to be like collecting energy off of these crystals, except for the middle. You see that unlike the other ones where they're actually here, it's more like the crystal is showing a projection of the concierge. Maybe. But you see the one that swapped with the one you were attached to walks towards where you came, but goes past it, goes over here, walks through a doorway, and then is gone. I Reika, or not Reika, Lucane, one more touch for you to give to Reika while you're re-rolling that is you keep hearing like occasionally the concierge's voice comes from the projection, and he's like saying random like different things to the staff that are like charging around him. Like,
Remember, we must accommodate everyone. As long as it doesn't put someone in danger, we can handle it. And as staff, we should make sure that everybody has everything they need all the time. If you ever feel like you cannot fulfill these requirements, come back here, and we will correct that. Reminder, guess value consistency above accuracy during destabilization periods.
ah. Hold on. No, but Lucane might be.
A calm tone should be maintained, even during corrective procedures.
Calm tone. Gets on the other shoulder. Reika want uppies. Actually, I'm not going to make Reika roll athletics. I'm going to make Blues roll strength to stay on his feet. Yeah. What? Blues. Reika like puts his hammer on your shoulder to pull you down, and he goes to lift himself up, and you're like, well, that's clearly not going to work, right? And as soon as it makes contact with you and you feel all of Reika's weight, you're just like, yep, nope, and just fucking give. And then Reika just leans down and whispers into your ear, Reika, On the way down, Reika has some thoughts about maybe he needs to lose a few pounds. You know what? I get through life with that method, so I can't complain. The paper one. See, the paper one works because paper is weak, and Reika would really latch onto that. Oh yeah. Wait, what if you honor the bird but not Liu Kane? I don't know, man. I think Liu Kane could take you. Blues, you fully like wear your fear mask for the first time since it's detached itself from you, and you feel like a stronger connection to your fear, where before you would have been like it would have impacted you more, but now like you still feel it, but it's not like it's like, oh, I can handle this anyway. It's more you respect fear now because like you've seen like the pinnacle of it. Yeah. Yeah. But you still feel the fear, but you're like, nah. So you drag him, you're dragging Blues after pulling them to the ground. Like, all right, look, we got to go do this. The other one needs us. And you go through a doorway, and Garuk starts following. And you notice the rabbit's following you too. For some reason, I just spaced on his name, and I like it. This is true. Barchi, yeah, that's it. But Reika, yeah, you totally, the rabbit's following you, and you're like, maybe he'll be helpful. Maybe, or do you not? What do you got? Yeah, one second. One more thing.
Hospitality without patience becomes containment. Never escalate when a guest does.
Okay. Aber. What door are you going to, by the way? I believe that would be this one. That's the one she flew into, but I think they went through this door. Like in my brain, that's what happened. No, you're being drugged, and he got a nat 20. Yeah, you did. I'd say, oh, I see what you, yeah, I'd say you, well, because you sense like the fear in everybody in like a certain range now, right? So like you feel like the fear of everyone around you, and the ones that have the most intense is actually like the rabbit, but you would not, like, he's not showing a single glint of any of it. One moment. By the hood. Mm. How about, I'd say they look about the same size, but Reika's is for sure like looks heavier. Okay. Reika, you drag Blues through this door, and you end up here, face to face with another staff.
Yeah.
Of course we can help you.
She like reaches down. She reaches down and tries to like give you a hand. Roll perception. Yeah. Okay, you see a silver bracelet on her wrist. Just wanted to make sure you remembered that it was there. All right. So, just for funsies, we're gonna roll, and if I get a 20, it's not gonna work for you. No way. Um. Well. Well. No. See, the thing is, I wasn't rolling for I wasn't rolling for her.
He just comes over there. Oh, sorry.
That's what she fast. He comes over, grabs your wrist with a like a audible sound, like with a snap.
Please refrain from stealing from the staff. It's bad enough that I let you steal from each other.
Okay. Okay. Roll deception with advantage. Nice. Okay.
So the
He looks slightly ashamed at making the assumption, like as much as like he could express such a feeling. And he just goes,
uh apologies. You've seen the people around here. We tend to deal with some rough people. Things have to stay in order. Order is ideal. Remember, hospitality without patience becomes containment.
okay. Huh. Okay. He could have mentioned we could have just ended. It's pretty close. Oh, you will. I just that attempt got ruined by the 20. I had to do it though. I couldn't just let you have that for free. Yeah, go ahead. On the cane. 1 second. I don't know why I said something to you when I'm still chewing. What are you doing, Lucane? I was just about to move you. So you're looking around. Good. Like just jumping hiding spot to hiding spot, looking around. Oh. So you're just like I see, I see. So you're just chilling on the wall waiting for your homies to get here. Roll stealth. Nope. I believe so. Okay, you're good. You do like notice the concierge is like looking in your direction for a moment. Like he lingers where you are for a moment and then he continues back to looking. Um Blues, you notice? Oh, cool. As soon as the concierge lets go of your like wrist and everything, he like after the situation's resolved, he does another about face where his body turns and then his head does, and then he goes over and relights the fireplace. Oh yeah. Reika, as you turn towards the concierge, right? Okay. As you turn towards the concierge, you see Barchi and what looks like Garuk, and they are walking towards this doorway, and you see Barchi just twirling one of the bracelets on his finger as they walk through the doorway, and you don't see them reappear in the tavern. Lucane, you see Barchi and Garuk come into this room, and like none of the staff react to him, but like the projection of the concierge is glaring daggers at them, just waiting to see what they do. Isn't he so cool, Johnny? I love this fucking design. um that's it for this exact moment in there. Reika and Blues, what's your plan? Let's go. Oh, did I not switch it? I thought I did. I switched it for me and not you. I switched it for me and not you. He's still over by the fire. He seems to have lingered a little bit this time. He's actually looking, he was looking in your direction as a like don't even. Like as don't even as this super like like he's a robot butler on steroids basically. Like he's very proper and precise. Like everything he does is calculated as shit. Do you think he should stay the concierge or should he have a name? I have plans to make him a recurring character at some point. They have no fucking idea. Depending, no matter what, no matter how this goes, most likely he will be back. I'll tell you about it later, Johnny. Blue's is gonna go lay down. 11 for performance. Okay. Let me make a roll real fast. Oh, the dichotomy, bro. All right. The concierge thinks you're just going to take a nap. Take a nap ski. He completely forgot you guys just long rested. Johnny, remind me in the morning and I'll explain to you how he's gonna come back. Oh, that's D12s. I don't need that. I need D20s. All right. Okay, well, only what's your DC? What's your DC? 12. So one didn't succeed. I'm gonna say this one. But the rest did. Is this a good watch, Johnny, by the way? Like, for real, not just because you're a fan. All hostiles, is what he means. I get in my own head about it sometimes. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I already said that. Well, you also rolled your performance, got an 11, and I got a nat 1. And that nat 1 I rolled was for insight. Like, Johnny, honestly, the way I play knowing D&D wouldn't really help you all that much. I'm a lot of improv. A lot of improv. Okay. Okay. He's not looking your way. So yeah, I'd say you got advantage. Okay. Let's see. I look, there's no way this is a 20 again, but I feel like we got to keep consistent. So okay. Everybody's looking your way because of the spell you cast, Reika. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to gloss over that. My bad. Everybody's looking your way, and a lot, like almost all of the porcelain beings seem to shake it off. The concierge, you actually see a smile and like a very amused look on his face. The staff, the staff seems to like, it walks through the doorway to leave, and then you see like it comes back through over here. So like it goes here, and then next thing you know, it's here. And it like stutters and looks around confused and proceeds to just walk into this wall, and it goes through it as if it was a door and just ends up somewhere else in the tavern.
Aha. Why you don't ever see me stub mine, good sir? Frankly, if I was designed into that height, I would be quite angry with my creator.
Okay. All right, Blues, you got the bracelet. Go do what? uh, the I pictured a little scene right now between Chobio and Arlen, and Chobio just like as he sees Reika leave and make like a very not conspicuous like let's see the roll first, I guess, but all right.
Hard to believe that these are the fools that are gonna shape the tower.
And Arlen just goes, Arlen literally, he just goes, will you be quiet? They're paying attention. Oh no, that's just for you all. Reika doesn't get that. For what? I'm the DM here. No. Actually, well, Reika, you don't hear them. I'd say I just gave that because I pictured it in my head. I just gave that to y'all for fun. Oh no, they said it out loud, but Reika didn't hear it. Actually, you know what? Scribble heard it. Yeah. What do you enough time for what? Sorry. What loot? Oh, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, this is so funny. You grab the rabbit's coin pouch and you find what looks like a lattice like yours, but you notice that you don't recognize the emotion that it's for. It's no, I mean, yeah, I'll tell you what color it is, but it's yeah. It's major, and it's going to be brown and yellow. Crazy. I mean, you're the rogue, it tracks. The final doorway does not loop. For the first time since entering the tavern, the hallway remains consistent behind you. The bracelets around your wrist hum faintly with warmth as the threshold opens into something vast. Cold blue-violet light spills across black stone. The chamber beyond breathes. Not metaphorically, the massive circular room pulses with slow rhythmic vibration like a mechanical heart buried beneath the tavern itself. Veins of glowing quantomoly crystals spread through the walls and floor in branching patterns, each pulse sending pale light racing outward through the structure. At the center of the chamber floats a colossal crystal suspended with concentric rings of dark metal and porcelain. The Quantomoly core. It hums with impossible stability around the room's perimeter. Recessed alcoves glow softly. Inside each one hangs a motionless porcelain figure suspended upright within translucent crystal chambers. Waitresses, bellhops, caretakers, the staff. Some complete, some partially formed, some still missing portions of their face. Thin streams of pale energy flow continuously into their bodies, repairing them, rebuilding them, teaching them. And pacing calmly between the chambers, hand folded neatly behind his back, is the projection of the concierge. His form flickers faintly with crystalline distortion at the edges, features too smooth, too perfect, every movement arriving half a second too precisely. He does not react immediately to the arrival of you all. Instead, he continues speaking softly to the dormant staff.
Guests experiencing continuity distress should not be confronted aggressively. Contradiction should be introduced gradually. Abrupt truth exposure increases fragmentation risk.
And then only then does the projection stop, slowly. Rose's eyes settle upon the party.
You arrived sooner than anticipated.
The surrounding chambers pulse softly in unison. A half-formed porcelain attendant opens its eyes briefly inside one crystal before becoming still again. The projection studies the stolen bracelets silently, then...
I had hoped the navigation permissions would remain staff exclusive somewhat longer. You are currently within active maintenance operations. Please avoid damaging the stabilization systems if possible.
And then he just goes back to yelling platitudes to the staff and instructions, and it's very like education center-y. Like yeah. Fair. Sorry for the long read, by the way. I hate when it's me prattling for a long time because I know I need to, but at the same time, it's like, bro, just shut the fuck up so somebody else can talk. What? Say they're all here now. Do you stay hidden? Do you go over to the party as soon as you see them and see that the concierge is addressing them? Well, you all directly, but he's more addressing the party than you because he doesn't know you're there. Okay. Okay, Arcana is what you want to roll, Blues. What towards? I'm assuming the core. Oh, what are you trying to detect about the core? Like, so, so he is I would say that he is more referring to the middle core because he is directly tied to it, at least this part of him. The purple core seems to be like essentially a backup generator of sorts. Oh yeah. So
By the way,
Mika, when you and Blues walk through with the bracelet that Blues managed to get, just that part's relevant in a moment. Barchi's gonna go.
so hey, did you manage to find the way in, or did you have to rely on the slippery one over there?
Just because it's on Blues doesn't mean Blues got it though.
I'd say
like picture you're walking past him in a hallway and he's like leaned against it, waiting for you to walk by. Yeah, he's got like the leg cross lean going. Yeah. All right. I'm just saying. Hold on. Let me see what my roll is. Oof. Damn. That's all right. He didn't pull it out this time. So he goes to like catch himself and he like does that, like he catches himself with his elbows, but it's just before his ass hits the ground.
You didn't realize I got the biggest one of us in here, right?
No, he got the biggest one in here. Okay, well, you can carry that thought into next session because it is 10 o'clock. Yeah, no, I was gonna end it sooner, but like we were reaching a really like a good like place to end it at a really good point. Like, well, actually, it would have been. I just wanted to resolve the bracelet part because like we were mid doing it and like. What do you mean ending early, bro? Usually, actually, this is one of the latest ones we've done so far. It's not my fault you weren't here for most of it. So, fun fact, peek behind the curtain, you would have found an alternate means to get here through the Echo Forge if you didn't roll a 2 on that Arcana. You would have been able to find like pipelines that like feed to here underneath the forge. No, the forge was already dead. Actually, so the Echo Forge being here in the state it was in, because I don't know if it was fully grabbed, I want to just throw out is a callback to Reika saying something about time with Barry. I thought that I was gonna play off of that, so yeah. Yeah. But see, the important question about that is, how long have y'all been here? Yeah, I didn't hear it either. Ah. All right, I am out of here, y'all. I'm gonna smoke and go to bed. Peace out, y'all. Catch you next time. Hopefully our other players are actually here next time. Okay, Johnny. Wait, Johnny, don't go anywhere. Freeze. All right. So Johnny, listen. After they collapse the false tavern, you can stay too, Jake. You can stay too. But you don't know what's going on, so I'm just saying. So after this is over, and whether the butler's broken or just is gone or whatever happens by the end of this, I think he's gonna show up again later, like repaired, but like slightly more broken. But like before he shows up, they're gonna hear rumors about him, and I came up with one that's really fucking cool, and it's because he wants to help people to like not do fucked up things to each other, but he himself is gonna be fucked up. So like there's this, I came up with like there's an orc village that's like raiding people, and so the concierge showed up and got them to stop raiding people by cutting off the arms of every orc in the village. Everyone too, because like they're gonna hear us, these like tavern goers talk about it, and it's gonna be like they cut off the arms of all the raiders, and she goes, I didn't say raiders, I said all the orcs. They're just gonna hear wild stories of fucked up shit like that. It was a fun time. I was having fun with Hanami earlier. But anyway, I am out of here. It is past my bedtime. Look, you see this? Look. You see the Discord? How it says, look, they're in the channel that says for conspiring only. Let me see if I can send a message in it. Hold on. You see, hold on, I gotta find it. Tips, that's what I need. Tips. Collusion. Fucking love the league. All right, that's it for D&D tonight. I will probably be on. What am I playing in the morning? What do you think, Johnny? Are we doing no more No Man's Sky in the morning? It's open Steam. I forget what I have downloaded right now that I'm trying to be playing. We could do some Dead by Daylight. Also, I downloaded this pirate game. It's supposedly Valheim, but pirate skinned. My homies bought it. I can play it as long as they're not trying to. I don't know. We might dive into that in the morning. It looks like it could be fun. I don't know. It feels like I feel like I'm gonna get super sucked into it if I play that. I don't know. We might keep playing No Man's Sky before I abandon it. I also downloaded We Happy Few. Volcanoids is another survival game that's like the world has like active volcanoes and your base is a drill and you like dig underground and shit. It's weird. I also downloaded Dying Light. I have all kinds of shit I'm trying to play. I want to dive back in. I want to dive into Deceit too. Jake, didn't you say you did this? Will you play this with me? Let's do it. Like, why not? Deceit's so much fun, bro. I haven't played this one much. I played the original one, super heavy. 72 hours. Well, I guess that's not super heavy compared to what some people do, but it is for me. Especially because I didn't get into that game till it was already old. I love Deceit, man. I love social deduction games. Like, hold on. I have so many. I have Deceit. I have Deceit 2. I have... Oh, it's not even in here anymore. Dread Hunger. Dread Hunger is really good. It's so upset that it's gone. Dread Hunger. Fucking, obviously, everybody's done Among Us. Goose Goose Duck, super fun. The other ones. I have the Unfortunate Spaceman. I haven't really played it. I've downloaded the SCP games. I kind of want to dive into those. Specifically this one, because it's like newer and updated and seems fun. Like you can play multiplayer and like be the SCPs or run from them and shit. I love SCP stuff. Oh, well then we can play the games, Johnny. These are free. Like if you you don't have a PC, you need to get a PC so we can play this together. There's like whole ass servers and people role play and shit. I'm not going to, but like this, by the way, SCP Nemesis, this is basically Dead by Daylight, but SCP, Johnny. But it's not active right now. Hell yeah. All right, well, maybe we'll dive into this. I think Secret Lab is the one that everybody likes to play. It's the one that Kaif and them play. This is supposed to be the better one, I think, for multiplayer. Like, look, there's the old man, and then people play, like, you play as D class, you play as SCPs, and you play as task force people. You also can play as not Serpent's Hand, maybe Serpent's Hand, or it's like the Scarlet King's people. Maybe we'll dive into this tomorrow, Johnny. Yeah, but like, look, they updated. They must have overhauled this because it didn't look this good last time I looked at it. So we'll definitely have to dive into this. It looks like it got like the Overwatch 2 treatment. This looks ridiculous. But like, you have to learn so much. If you want a really good YouTube guy, like if you like long form content, there's this guy whose name is Kaifu. And him and his boys play a lot of like this, Unfortunate Spaceman, First Class Trouble. I want people to play games like that with so much, like party games, and that's my vibe. Like, dude, I bought some of these games. Hold on, where's my game specifically? What was I just talking about? Oh, Pummel Party. That's what I want to talk about. Pummel Party. Yeah, for sure. This is one we need to get people to play. This shit right here. This one's not free. And like, I don't think it got many updates. But don't listen to that 37 hours. I think I left it open at one point because I definitely have not played. I've not played any of it. I've never gotten to play it. Or I have so much shit like that. Not that. That one's stupid. I go through my discovery queue often to find stuff. That's why there's so many games in my fucking library, bruh. And because my homie buys a bunch of games too. I miss this game. I wish it wasn't over. Rip. One of the best battle royales. And bro, I have so many games. Yeah, and it was dude, you got to climb up walls and shit. It's so fucking fun. It was so good. What else do we have in here? I get shit that I think's gonna be fun to play with friends and then forget that I didn't have friends. I mean, I do now, but like we mostly do Siege and stuff, you know, but this is something that's fun, that's free, that we should play. Dark and Darker. It's a medieval extraction game. So fun. I need to actually buy it at some point so I can play all the things. so I can have multiple characters and shit. That's the main thing keeping me from enjoying it properly. Forget what I was looking for. This is the other version of it that died. What is this? I bet this is a nightmare. People always like people talk about this game and how like shit takes months to do. It does look sick though. That's so old. You can't join something that old now. That'd be crazy. This is something we really need to dive into. I think it's not that one. Where is it? It starts with an M. Was I wrong? No, this is it. We have this to start making maps for D&D. But like it's not something I'm good at. Like we need Johnny, me and you need to sit and mess with this one day. Like you have to sit here and keep me company while I mess with this and try and start doing 3D maps for D&D. Although I think the real plan is I want to start doing it, like I want to plan it out for next campaign and like plan a full campaign inside this game that's maybe a little less homebrew. That way we can use like real tokens and make it like a real interactive thing and less theater of the mind. Because one of my players, Blues, bought this for me, and he bought a version where everybody gets seats. And he's like, bro, you really need to start messing with that. And he's right, because he bought it for me. And like, it's just thick, bro. It's animated. Like, it's fucking 3D. The tokens are animated. Like, look at it. There's like a dragon that breathes fire and shit. So I really, 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 really want to make it work. But I have this other one called Tailspire. But yo, I thought this game died, but people still play it. This one did die. Right? Did it not die? There's a small part of me that's thinking about downloading Marvel Rivals again, but I feel like if I do, it's gonna distract me from Siege too much. I don't want to not play Siege and lose all of the friends I've made. This is another game that shut down that's kind of upset. Like, this game was sick, bro. You just fought genetically modified dinosaurs. I mean, technically, I could still play it by myself, but it's so hard by yourself. RIP Spellbreak. What is this? Ew. Platformer. Gross. I also have this, Johnny, when you have a PC, we can do shit on here. You ever seen Tabletop Simulator? Like you can play all kinds of board games and like you can play like Magic and shit in here. I've always wanted people to dick around on here with too. This one's like $20. Oh, Johnny, you weren't here. You didn't hear. You weren't here when I told Code in them. I'm sorry. Dude, it's once you have it, you'll never want to go back. Although I am going the opposite direction a little bit. When my settlement's here, one of the things I'm allowed to get is a Switch 2, new Pokemon game, and I'm gonna get a capture card so that I can stream it. Yeah. I'm gonna get Pokemon Legends and Pokopia. Then I'm gonna buy an Orc Army. And then the rest is gonna go to my wife because she also had to deal with it. Alright, but I'm out of here for real. I'm gonna go outside and then I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll see you tomorrow, bro. Wait, Johnny, it says end live. Wait, your one dedicated viewer can be the start of something big. Hold on just a bit longer. Motherfucker, I've already been here for 3.5 hours. All right, I'm out of here. Peace.